All right guys, let's check out what's in this huge box. It's pretty beat up. It's got some gashes in it, but we've seen a lot worse so far. I think Fluid Free Ride is working on that right now, so let's open this up and see what's inside. There's a lot of cardboard blocks inside this thing. Cardboard. It's actually pretty well packed. I actually like the sustainable packaging, it's pretty nice. They just need the second box and it'll be really good. Got some tools, plugs for a charger. Pretty nice looking manual actually. Most manuals kind of suck, but this looks pretty good. Double chargers, so assembly looks pretty simple. We just stick this on there, tighten the screws, and we're good to go. So let's go take it out on a ride.
This is the Nami Burn-e electric scooter. Formerly called the Viper, Nami is the brainchild of Michael Shaw, a previous Cabo employee. He created Nami, short for New Age Mobility Innovation. He wanted a higher-end scooter that cared for the safety of its riders without compromising performance. That was the start of the Burn-e, or Viper as it was known then. And instead of keeping its development behind closed doors, Michael shared the development using community feedback to inform his decisions on everything from the unreleased steering stabilizer to his brakes to the chassis design. So let's just dive into it. Here's our top speed run, and we'll get into some of the impressions and features shortly after.
All right guys, here's our speed test going down San Jose Avenue on the Nami Viper. Let's hit it. Some cars. Hope not too many cars here. Few. All right, let's go. One. Woo! 57. Car, gotta slow down. 57, let's see if I can speed up a little bit here. 59. 59.6. 61.5, baby. Let's go. Woo! Okay. 61.5 on GPS. I think that's a pretty damn good speed. We are probably not going to beat that anywhere, so we are going to call that the top speed. 61.5 miles an hour on the display. I'll add GPS gauges to this to see what it really is, though. So stay tuned. Subscribe and let's ride.
The Nami Burn-e lacks subtlety, agility, and restraint, but it covers its failings with impressive range, monstrous power, and stunning durability. The dual 1,500 watt motors hit a peak of 8,400 watts and get the Burn-e up to 60 miles an hour. Those powerful motors are powered by a 72 volt, 35 amp hour battery pack, with a realistic range of about 40 to 50 miles. All of the tech is protected by a roll cage body made from aviation grade aluminum. Now let's take a look at some of the features that build up this beast of an electric scooter.
All right guys, we got the Nami here. It's a beautiful day in San Francisco. Let's talk about some of the features. Starting off the handlebars, we actually changed these handlebars. The stock ones are just a little bit too narrow. You feel like some kind of a little T-Rex holding them, so we got some wider bars. So on the handlebars, you have these grips. Some people don't like them, but I actually quite like them. They're pretty comfortable. You got really good grip. My hands don't slip. They're the nice ones that kind of bolt on and bolt off, so you don't have to do tricky things with the air compressor to get them on and off. So I like these grips a lot. Nut hydraulic brakes, front and rear. Pretty standard hydraulic brakes, not bad. Stop you pretty quickly. You've got this e-bike display here for the Nami with control panel. It's pretty nice. It's really colorful, looks good. You got your standard power button, you've got up and down for modes, and it's a pretty nice display. It's not super bright in sunlight, but gets the job done, I think. On the right side, you've got this control panel here with light button, turn signals left and right, and the horn. Turn signals are pretty cool. They light up the left and right sides of the frame, and the horn, it's reasonable. You've got this Wuxing thumb throttle here. So the scooter's on, but you can see there's quite a bit of dead zone. So I think they either need a better throttle or you have to mod this one to remove that dead zone because it's kind kind of a lot. I can do that and it doesn't go anywhere until I hit there. We've got front headlight, pretty decent headlight. All these wires go into a tapered carbon fiber pole. I'm a pretty big fan of this carbon fiber pole. It's similar to Ryan with the carbon fiber pole. Goes into this holding mechanism here. This whole thing twists, which is kind of crazy. The whole thing is threaded. This twists off. A little bit tricky with this clasp and these wires. The twist off comes up, and then it should just fold. So it should fold, but I don't really know how to work it actually. I'll have to figure that out later. No big deal. The neck here is pretty interesting. It has Viper engraved in it. So Viper is the old name of the scooter. It's now the Burn-e. So at the top of the neck here, you have a little bolt here that prevents the handlebars from turning too far left and right. That is not a great design. That broke off really easily. So I think in the future, they just need to make that out of metal so it doesn't shear off so easily. Coming down, you've got some beautiful swing arms here. I really like these swing arms. They're really cool. Found on some other scooters as well, similar type things. With a nut hydraulic brake, rotor, and a little fender here. So pretty nice setup. Definitely a really unique tubular design, all welded together. Really big deck. So it's got lots of room on the deck to kind of move your feet around, dance around on it. Nice tail in the back to put your foot up against. Really good sized deck. I like that a lot. You can see here that the welds are not the prettiest, so I'd like them to clean that up a little bit in the future. Dual charge ports here, standard GX16. In a decent position. You can't really hit them with your foot or anything because they're not on the deck, so I like those. Deck, you've got Nami Burn-e, 2 strips of grip tape. Does the job. I haven't lost control yet. And then on the back, swing arms, motor, tiny little fender. There was another one in the back that we kind of took off because I don't think it looks as good as this. So in the back and front, you've got the same adjustable suspension. It's super bouncy stock, so we had to tighten that up a lot to really slow down the rebound, because otherwise it was just way too bouncy, which leads to wobbles. So it's lots different now. It's a lot better. I can actually ride it without too many wobbles. Stock is just way too bouncy. So I think they really need a steering damper though. I think a lot of people talk about it. There's a nice steering damper they made here that it just doesn't come with, that I think is crucial for riding this thing at 60 miles an hour. You really need that stability. On this side, you get the kickstand, little fin there. And then in the front, you have the horn module here as well.
The Burn-e is a big, beastly performance scooter, and it makes sure you know it. Dual 1,500 watt motors get you burning rubber in no time flat, while the 4-inch tire makes balancing easy. Tight turns and carving are harder, of course. Despite the heavy build, the hydraulic coil shock suspension can make the Burn-e a super bouncy ride. You definitely have to adjust it to make it less bouncy, which will also help to eliminate wobble. The Burn-e is specifically suited to long, fast rides while tackling bumpy roads. So in conclusion, Nami's debut scooter promises a lot and mostly delivers. It's got the speed and range of a performance scooter with more safety features like the distinct turn signals and sturdy stem lock, but shoddy components bring this beast's reputation down. Nami has shown great promise here with a solid design and attention to detail. I'm super excited to see what the Nami team develops next. That's all we got for this episode on the Nami Burn-e. If you liked it, please like and subscribe so we can keep making these videos. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.